Describe how would you prepare 500 milliliters of a 1 molar solution of phosphoric acid from 85% phosphoric acid that is pure. The gram formula weight of phosphoric acid is 98 gram per mole, and the density is 85% phosphoric acid is 1.685 gram per milliliter. Calculate the volume of 85% phosphoric acid needed. Okay, so for number 26, introduce natin tong formula na to. Ang hinahanap kasi dito is the volume of 85% phosphoric acid needed. Ibig sabihin, this is not pure. Kasi ang pure natin, syempre, is 100% phosphoric acid. So, para mahanap natin yung volume ng impure na phosphoric acid, gamitin na lang natin tong formulang to. That is the molarity of the pure phosphoric acid multiplied by the volume of the pure phosphoric acid multiplied by its molecular weight, okay, divided by the percent of purity. Pero kung titignan natin dito, yung percent of purity is yung purity ng ating impure. So para siyang percent impurity dapat. Sa formula kasi ang ginamit niya ay purity. Purity kung gaano kapuro yung ating phosphoric acid. So kung 85, 85. Okay, kasi kung percent purity kasi ang pinag-uusapan, baka 15% ang ilagay ninyo. So ang binabanggit ng purity dito is kung ilan na lang yung matitira dun sa purity ng ating phosphoric acid, which is yung 85. Then multiplied by the density of the unpure. O sige, ilagay ko na lang dito impurity, percent impurity, para hindi kayo malito. Again na, 85% lang yung phosphoric acid natin. So, sige, tama pala yun. Tama pala yung purity. So, 85% pure lang siya. Yung 15% is impure. Tama pa rin pala yan. Okay, so what is the molarity of the pure substance natin, pure acid? That is 1 molar multiplied by the volume of the pure phosphoric acid. That is 500 ml. Multiplied by its molecular weight. Yun na yung molecular weight niya. That is 98 grams per mole. So all over the percent purity. So we have 85% pure. Multiplied by density of the unpure phosphoric acid. That is 1.685. So again, yung percent dito, depende sa inyo yan kung paano na lang siguro i-analyze yung problem. Ginamit na percent purity is 85. Okay, yan. Check natin, we have 500 times 98 divided by 0.85 times 1.685. So we have 342. Saan tayo nagsobra? 0.85. 85%. Tama naman. 500 liters or milliliters. Yan. So siguro, check na natin sa choices, yung malapit dyan. It should be 34.2 liters. Baka 34.2 liters dapat nasa choices. Kasi kung naka-ml yun siya, 34,000. So 34.2 liters. Ito. Tama lang pala. Grams per liter pala yun. Grams per milliliter. Tama pa rin. Magka-cancel yung ating liters. So parang ang natira dyan is, yung M di ba is mole per liter. So mole per liter. Ayun. Yes. Ko-convert natin to liters. Kasi yung M magiging moles per liter, 'di ba? Yung M natin diyan is mole per liter. So pag kinonvert natin to maging 0.5 na lang siya. Yan, maging 0.5 ito. Ayan, so 34.2 milliliters. Tama pa rin pala. Okay, so that is letter A. Okay, next number 27. So hydrogen peroxide solution for hair bleaching is usually prepared by mixing 5 grams of the hydrogen peroxide per 100 ml solution. What is the molarity of the solution? So again, ang molarity natin is N ng solute over yung volume ng ating solution. O yan, so N ng solute, nasan ba dyan yung solute natin? So hydrogen peroxide solution for hair bleaching is usually prepared by mixing 5 grams of hydrogen peroxide per 100 ml solution. So ibig sabihin, yung hydrogen peroxide ang magiging solute natin. Ang tanong, what is your N? At ang 100 kasi, okay na, 100 milliliters of the solution. So kailangan ko munang hanapin yung N ng ating solute. So again, para mahanap natin yung kanyang N, gamitin natin si molecular weight, that is the mass divided by the molecular weight. Okay, so ang tanong, what is the mass? Ayun, 5 grams. Next is the molecular weight. Ito yung problema natin kung hindi mo alam yung chemical formula ng hydrogen peroxide. Di ba ang hydrogen peroxide, yan yung ginagamit sa mga sugat na yung bumubula, agua oxinada. Okay, so ang hydrogen peroxide has a chemical formula of H2O2. Di ba tubig pa rin naman yun? Tubig pa rin naman yun, pero hindi siya drinkable. So hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. So dalawang hydrogen, so 2 times 1 amu, plus dalawang oxygen, so times 16 am. Okay, and that is equal to 5 over 34. So 5 over 34. So yan na lang para eksakto, 5 over 34 mole. So yun, so pwede na. So we have here 5 over 34 mole. I-divide lang natin sa 100 ml, or we should convert this to liters. Divide na lang natin siya ng 1,000 para maging liters. So times 1,000 divided by 100. So we have 1.47 molar. Okay, so since walang 1.47 dyan, piliin na lang natin si pinakamalapit, 1.5 m. Okay, next number 28. So calculate the molarity of NaOH in the solution prepared by dissolving its 4 gram in enough water to form 250 ml of the solution. O ganun ulit. Pinaka-calculate ulit yung molarity natin, so M over V, solute per solution. So ang tanong is the molarity of NaOH in the solution prepared by dissolving it in water. So automatic na yung N natin or solute is in yung NaOH. So again, kailangan natin i-solve yung N ng NaOH. Okay, by dividing its mass divided by the molecular weight. Okay, what is the mass of NaOH? 4 grams. So 4 grams daw yung kanyang mass. Then i-divide lang natin siya ng molecular weight. Again, ang problema natin is yung molecular weight ng sodium. Okay, kasi alam natin ang molecular weight ng oxygen at saka hydrogen. But yung sodium is doubtful tayo kung ano. Pero gamitin natin yung exact from our periodic table. Pero again, kung hindi mo siya kabisado, use the approximate method, yung nagka-times 2 ka lang ng ating atomic number. But for yung exact, yung atomic mass ng ating sodium is 23. So 23 grams per mole or amu plus Atomic mass ng oxygen is 16 AMU, or sabi natin yung AMU is unified mass, plus hydrogen is 1 AMU. Okay, so ito yung ating number of moles. So 4 over 23 plus 16 plus 1. So that is 0.1 mole. O ngayon, so pwede na. That is 0.1 mole divided by the volume of the solution, that is 250. So alam natin na volume yan ng solution kasi to form a 250 ml solution. So that is 0.25 liter. So what is 0.1 over 0.25? That is 2 over 5 or 0.4 molar. So we have letter D. Okay, next, number 29. What is the pH if H30 plus has a concentration of 0.003 m? So, ganun ulit, gamitin natin yung formula for pH level, that is negative logarithm of the concentration, which is 0.003. So, negative logarithm of 0.003. So, 2.52. 523. That is letter B. Okay, next, number 30. So, sulfur hexafluoride, SF6, is a colorless, odorless, very unreactive gas. Calculate the pressure in atmosphere exerted by 1.82 mole of the gas in a steel vessel of the volume 4.43 liters at 45 degrees centigrade. Ayan. So, pinapahanap dito yung pressure ng ating SF6. So, SF6 is a gas na ginagamit for, saan na ba ito ginagamit? For a gas-operated circuit breaker sa mga substations. Okay, so SF6 ang ginagamit doon. Kaya tinatrack nila minsan kung ilan na yung pressure, ganyan, doon sa mga circuit breakers natin. Pagdating ng substation. Okay, so the pressure using your ideal gas equation, that is equal to nRT over V. Na nRT over V. Yan, so pwede na N. The number of moles is 1.82 multiplied by 0.0821. That is in liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin. Multiplied by the temperature, 45 degrees Celsius, so plus 273. Then all over the volume, which is 4.43 liters. Ayan, direct calculator lang pala siya. So 1.82 times 0.0821 times 45 plus 273. Lang ang parenthesis. Then divided by 4.43. Okay, so we have 10.73 atmosphere. Yeah, that is letter C, 10.7 ATM. Okay, next number 31. So how many moles of hydrogen gas are present in a 50-liter steel cylinder if the pressure is 10 atm and the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, where R is 0.082 liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin? Okay, ganun ulit. Hinahanap dito yung number of moles. So using your ideal gas equation, pwede mo nang hanapin yung number of moles. And that is equal to PV over RT. So the number of moles is equal to PV over RT. So yan, so pwede na. The pressure is equal to 10 atmosphere times the volume is 50 liters. Then divided by R, that is 0.082 kasi ito lang yung ginamit dito. So liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin. Multiplied by the temperature, which is 27 degrees C. So mag-a-add ako ng 273. So 10 times 50 over 0.082 times 27 plus 273. So we have 20.33 mole or moles. So you choose letter C. Okay, next number 32. So describe how would you prepare 5.5 times 10 raised to 2 ml of a 1.75 m H2SO4 solution, starting with a 8.61 m stock solution of H2SO4. So mukhang yung number 32 same lang din sa mga ginawa natin kanina under the dilution process. So we have N1 is equal to N2. So we have M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. So let's say ito yung M1 V1 natin. So we have 1.75 molar multiplied by the volume 5.5 times 10 raised to 2 ml. That is equal to M2, which is 8.61 m, then times the unknown volume. So 1.75 times 5.5 times 10 raised to 2, then divided by 8.61. Ayan, so we have 111.79. So we have milliliters. Okay, next number 33. So how many grams of potassium dichromate are required to prepare a 200 ml solution whose concentration is 2.16 molar? So binigyan na dyan yung molecular weight of the individual elements present on that compound. So hinahanap dito yung grams ng potassium dichromate. So yung mismong mass ng ating compound. So since again, meron tayong molarity dyan, so baka may kinalaman ulit yung molarity. So molarity is equal to N ng ating solute over yung V ng ating solution. Okay, so yan lang naman yung given yung molarity as well as its volume. So makukuha natin dito yung number of moles. So yung number of moles ng potassium dichromate is equal to its molarity multiplied by the volume. So that is 1, or we have 2.16. We have molar, so we have moles per liter times the volume of 20 or 200 ml, that is 0.2 liter. Ayan, so we have here 2.16 times 0.2. So we have 0.432. That is in mole. So ngayon, since nahanap ko yung number of moles, pwede ko nang hanapin yung ating mass using the molecular weight formula. Sabi natin, ang molecular weight is mass per number of moles. So yung mass, that is equal to the number of moles times the molecular weight. Okay, so pwede na, N. So we have 0.432. That is in mole. Multiplied by the molecular weight. Hanapin yung total molecular weight ng K2CR2O7. So we have here dalawang potassium So, times 39.1 amu plus dalawang chromium. So, 2 times 52 amu plus 7 na oxygen atom. So, times 16 amu. Ayan na yun yung magiging mass natin. So, this one multiplied by 2 times 39.1 plus 2 times 52 plus 7 times 16. Okay, so we have 127.09. That is in grams. So we have letter A. Okay? So, ganun lang hanapin muna yung number of moles. Tignan mo muna yung mga given kung saan siya mag-fit. Saan siya mag-fit, and then baka may iba pang mga solution formulas na pwede mong gamitin. Okay, next, 34. What is STP? Siyempre, yung STP natin, it happens at 1 atmosphere and exactly 0 degree Celsius. Okay, letter B. Kung walang ganyan sa choices, syempre, hanapin mo yung 273 Kelvin. Kasi ang 0 degree is 270 Kelvin. Okay, next, number 35. The density of 3 molar solution of NaCl is 1.25 gram per milliliter. Calculate the molality of the solution. Okay, so molality naman tayo, yung small letter M. Pero sige, ilagay ko na lang siya as molality para hindi kayo malito dun sa M natin for mass and M for molality. So, ang formula natin for molality is yung number of moles ng ating solute pa rin, or yung N, lagay ko na lang yung N. Yung number of moles ng ating solute divided by yung mass. Anong mass yan? Yung mass ng ating solvent. Okay. So, kung titignan natin, hindi natin alam kung nasaan dyan yung solute and yung ating solvent. Okay? Kasi ang binanggit niya lang dyan is NaCl. Pero yung NaCl, ano kaya yun? Is that the solution? Oh, yes. Parang kasi sabi niya doon, the density of 3M solution of NaCl. Pero kung titingnan naman natin, NaCl is compound pa lang naman siya na parang walang halo. Try natin siguro, assume na lang natin siya as a solute, si NaCl. Kasi mostly naman ang NaCl, di ba, ano bang NaCl? That is a table salt, asin. Di ba, sodium chloride. Mostly, dinedissolve siya into some fluid, especially water, to form a Brine solution. So, let's consider yung NaCl as our solute. Okay? So, yun yung given. So, we have 3M, yung density, yun lang, dalawa. Okay, so density is equal to 1.25 grams per milliliter. Okay, so ano ba yung unang hahanapin natin? Yung N ng solute, syempre. So para mahanap natin yung N ng solute, gamitin natin yung formula ng molarity kanina. So yung formula ng molarity is this one, N over V. So ang N natin dyan is M times V. Kaso, ang given lang is the molarity. Mayroon na tayong 3 molar, wala siyang binanggit na volume. So kung walang binanggit na volume, mag-a-assume ulit tayo. Kasi nagbigay naman siya doon ng di ba, ng density. Ibig sabihin, pwede nating kunin diyan yung volume niya, assuming that it is 1 liter. So assume a 1 liter solution. So from here, pwede ko nang mahanap yung N ng solute. So yung N ng solute is equal to yung kanyang molarity, which is 3m, that is in mole per liter times 1 liter. So we have here 3 moles. Again, ang kinonsider natin na solute dito is yung NaCl kasi pwede mo siyang ihalo into other fluid. Okay. Next, hanapin naman natin yung mass ng ating NaCl. Bakit natin hinahanap? Makita natin mamaya. So, mass ng NaCl, so using the solute, using this formula, so the mass is equal to the number of solute times the molecular weight. So, molecular weight times N. Okay, ganun ulit ang problema natin, yung atomic mass ng sodium and chlorine. Okay, so ang atomic mass ng sodium is 23, that is AMU. Then, plus, chlorine naman is 35 AMU. And multiplied by N, which is 3 mole. Okay, so we have 23 times 35 times 3. So we have, times plus times 3. So we have 174. So maging unit, syempre in grams. So bakit natin hinanap yung mass ng ating NaCl? Para mahanap natin yung mass ng ating solvent. Kasi hindi binigay dyan kung anong type of solvent. O, diba? So since meron na akong mass ng solute, pwede ko lang mahanap yung mass ng ating solvent. I-minus ko lang yung mass ng ating solution doon sa nahanap nating mass ng ating solute. Pero again, sir, wala namang mass ng solution dyan. So, para natin pupunin. So, kanina, nag-assume tayo ng 1 liter of solution. So, nag-assume tayo ng 1 liter ng solution. Ibig sabihin, pwede kong mahanap yung mass ng ating solution using its density. So, density is mass over volume. So, yung mass natin is equal to density times volume. So, yung density natin is 1.25 gram per milliliter. Kumuha tayo ng 1 liter. So, we have 1.25 times 1,000 milliliters. Or that is equal to 1,250 grams. Nakuha po ba? Dito tayo kumuha sa 1.25 gram per milliliter. We assume we have 1 liter solution, so times 1,000 ml to find the mass. So from here, pwede ko nang hanapin yung mass ng solvent. That is 1,250 minus 174 grams. So we have 1,076 grams. So ayun, pwede na. 1,076 grams is pwede ko nang gamitin dun sa pag-solve ng molarity. So molarity is equal to N ng solute, that is 3 moles, divided by 1,076. So we have 3 divided by 1,076. Yan. So we have, dun sa molarity pala natin, dapat naka kilogram. So ito convert na lang natin maging 1.076 kilogram. Dapat naka-mole per kilogram siya. So ang sagot is ito divided by 1,000. So 3.23. That is molal. So ayan, we choose letter B. So 2.79. Naano ko sa pen kasi natin. Nagguguhit-guhit siya.